Format 6. Format 6. Format's 1. Desert lights begin to glow. Heat waves moving soft and slow. Illusions dancing in a row. We chase echoes we don't know. Kick sounds across the sand. Snare snaps tight like a command. Hi-hats shimmer through the land. Rhythm we can understand. Format 3. Echoed calls in distant air. Floating words we never share. Reverb trails without a care. Fading through the neon glare. Bassline trembles through the night. Safe that shimmer pure and bright. Energy in endless flight. Guiding us toward the light. Format 5. Format 5. We move closer beat by beat. Hearts aligned in steady heat. Every pulse we feel complete. Lost within the sonic street. Format 6. Breakdown brings a fragile calm. Breathing through the stormy song. Moments held inside our palm. Silence sings a healing balm. Drop returns, the world ignites. Mirage fading into lights. We become the endless nights. Dancing till the dawn unites.
Moments stretching out in time. Every beat a silent climb. Energy begins to chime. Lost inside the paradigm. Kick pounds hard without release. Snare snaps back in perfect peace. Hi-hats never seem to cease. Rhythm brings a sweet increase. Echo whispers fill the air. Reverb trails are everywhere. Fragments floating without care. Lost within the flashing glare. Bassline deep beneath the skin. Smirks that pull us further in. Energy begins to spin. Infinite where we begin. Breakdown holds a silent breath. floating near the edge of death, waiting for the drop's rebirth. Energy prepares its death. Drop returns without a stop. Hearts aligned in endless hop. We dissolve inside the drop. Infinite will never stop.
Form a twin, city lights begin to bend. Time and space no longer blend. Feel the motion never end. Gravity begins to mend. Format, snare crack sharp against the dark. Hi-hats flicker like a spark. Kick drum leaves its heavy mark, guiding us from dusk to dawn. Voices fade in distant tone. River makes them feel unknown. Echoes carved into the stone. We are never truly alone. Baseline pulls us to the core, shaking every hidden door. Strange we never felt before, rising like a tidal roar. Hands are reaching for the sky. Moments we can't justify. Feelings we can't deny. We just let the seconds fly. Breakdown holds a fragile breath, suspended in a silent depth. Every beat escapes its death. Energy is what we've kept. Drop returns with blazing force. Hearts aligned on one true course. Riding rhythm like a horse. Gravity becomes our soul.
lift us ever higher. Voices blend into the choir. We collide in flashing strobes, wrapped inside these pulsing globes. Gravity no longer holds a story that the rhythm told. Format 6, silence breaks, a breath, a pause. Energy without a cause, frozen in the crowd's applause. Time is lost within the law. Format 7. Format 4. Format
Neon lights cut through the haze, heartbeat racing in the bass. Shadow moves, electric phase. We ignite the urban maze. Format 2, kick drum pounding in my chest. Snare snaps tight, no time to rest. Hi-hat shimmer, never stressed. Feel the surge, we're fully pressed. Echo voices in delay, calling us to drift away. Reverb trails begin to sway, lost inside the laser gray. Format 4, baseline rolling dark and deep. No emotion left to keep. Finch collide, we never sleep. Promises we never reach. Format 5, hands up high, we ride the sound. Energy is all around, feet don't ever touch the ground. We get lost but we are found. Break it down, the silence screams, fragments of our fractured dreams. Light explodes in silver beams, nothing's ever as it seems. Format 7, drop returns, the crowd ignites. Hearts collide in flashing lights. We become electric nights, fading with the sunrise sight.
Format 1, racing through the endless dark. Every beat a glowing spark. Time is leaving its own mark, running wild inside the arc. Kick pounds like a speeding train, snare cuts deep inside the brain. Hi-hats fall like summer rain, driving through the sonic lane. Format 3, echoed words begin to fade. River forms a silver shade. floating far above the ground. No more silence to be found. Velocity is all around. Breakdown slows the racing beat, breathing in the heavy heat. Moments where our pulses meet, waiting for the drop to greet. Drop returns, we feel alive. Through the waves we always drive. Velocity helps us survive. Hearts that beat in overdrive.
Format 3. Format 3. Format 3. Digital flames begin to rise, burning bright before our eyes. Electric sparks across the skies, energy we can't disguise. Sharp like stepping stone. Hi-hats flicker overthrown. Rhythm claims us as its own. Format 3. Echo voices in the air. Reverb drifting everywhere. Fragments floating without care. Lost inside the flashing glare. Baseline roaring through the core. Syncs unlock another door. Every pulse we can't ignore. Rising like a distant roar. Format 4. Format 5. Hands up high, we feel the heat. Every movement feels complete. Bodies dancing to the beat. Fire burning in the street. Breakdown slows the raging flame. Moments we can't truly name. Waiting for the drop again. Silence playing its own game. Format 7. Drop returns with blazing light. Synthetic fire burns so bright. Hearts ignite throughout the night. Dancing till the morning sight.
Format Format form. Format 1. Signals cross the midnight air. Static whispers everywhere. Shadows move but no one cares. We get lost inside the glare. Kick hits hard, it splits the floor. Snare snaps back, demanding more. Hi-hat slice like sonic war. Rhythm we cannot ignore. Echo voices drift in space. Reverb wraps a cold embrace. Fragments fading without trace. Time dissolves at a rapid pace. Baseline crawling through my veins. Sphinx ignite electric chains. Energy in endless waves. Breaking through invisible frames. Visible frames. Format 5. Format 5. Hands are rising with the beat. Every pulse we feel complete. Bodies moving in the heat. Driven by the sound beneath. Break it down, a breathless fall. Silence presses on us all. Waiting for the final call. Tension builds beyond the wall. Format 7. Drop returns with burning flame. Nothing ever feels the same. We surrender to the game. Dark frequency calls our name.
City fades to darker tones, wires hum in silent zones, energy in hidden drones, nightfall claims the metal thrones. Format 2, look at coded beats, snare responds in sharp repeat, hi-hat stands with steady heat, circuit pulses through the street, echo whispers through the wire, reverb builds a digital choir, signals rise and never tire, guided by electric fire. Drives the system flows, mix ignite in neon glow. Energy begins to grow, circuits moving fast and slow. Lights reflecting on our skin, moments where we all begin. Hearts connected deep within, lost inside the coded spin.